Hi, it's Tanya. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is Friday, July 16th, 2010, and I am putting this video together for you as you enter the weekend because I wanted to share some interesting information that I have found. There was a great report that came out at the beginning of the week and that kind of talked about foreclosures and what we can expect, and then there's another one that came out yesterday that I wanted to share with you and kind of compare the two and then break it down to a local level for Georgia and even Roswell. So, what report came out yesterday on July 15th from Realty Track was that there were about 1.65 million properties that have received foreclosure filings. They have already been given their notice. So what if I look on and breaking that number out, Nevada had 64,429 of those foreclosure filings. Here in Georgia, we had 71,949 of those 1.65 million. We could be worse, guys. We could be in Florida. They have 277,000 plus, and California has over 340,000. This is from January to June of 2010. So this first half of 2010, that's how many foreclosure notices have already been given across the country, 1.65 million. And then locally here in Georgia, again, that number was 71,949. Okay, if we look at the second quarter, which is April to June of 2010, here in Georgia we had 38,000, little over 38,072 foreclosure notices. June alone, June 2010, we had over 12,037 foreclosure notices were handed out. Now, an interesting article came out that talked about two different studies. Steve Harney shared this with his company Keeping Current Matters, and he does a breakdown of a Financial Analyst Journal published an article last month titled Dimensioning the Housing Crisis, and Steve Harney took that data and kind of extrapolated some interesting information and compared two different surveys that were done. One showed that the end of third quarter for 2009, there was a staggering 14.1% of all mortgages that were out there that were in some stage of delinquency, okay? So of that 14.1%, I'm going to break those down into what stage that is. 4.47 of those units, percentage-wise, were in foreclosure already. 4.41% were 90 days plus delinquent. That's a lot. We're already way past that. 1.67 were already 60 days delinquent, and then 3.57 were 30 days delinquent. That actually puts the full number at 7.89 million. And that number means 7.89 million homes are in danger of going into foreclosure. They may or may not be able to make their mortgage up and what they call a cure their loan again, get back to the non-delinquent stage, get their loan current, but there is a potential of 7.89 million homes coming to foreclosure. Now, there is another study that breaks those numbers out just a tad bit differently, and their total estimates that at 7.1 million distressed properties that are yet to come on the market. So what does all that mean? Whether it's 7.89 or 7.13, we have a lot of foreclosures that could potentially hit the market. So if you're a seller, what I would suggest is get that home listed and list it realistically at a significant price decrease than what you probably think your home is worth. We're not able to sell your home what you think it's worth. We need to sell it for what market value is saying. And right now here locally in Roswell, that's a 14% discount than what it was a couple of months ago. I'm going to share that with you locally. Okay. If you look year over year, last year at this time here in Roswell, Georgia, in the Mountain Park Elementary School District, we are experiencing a 14% sale. Everything is 14% off, guys, here in Roswell. All right. From January of 09 to July of 09, we had 51 homes that sold for an average price of $438,600. If you look at that same time frame, January of 2010 to actually today, I pulled it through today, a few more days, through July 16th, we have 67 homes that have sold. Now, I'm not breaking that by how many bedrooms, what price point. It is anything that has sold in the Roswell, city of Roswell, in the Mountain Park Elementary School District, okay? Again, that's 67 homes that have sold here in Roswell for a little over more than first half of the year through July 16th. and the average price now is $384,949. So what does that equate to? A 14% discount from last year at this time. So then what I did was I pulled first quarter and compared it to second quarter, a little bit over second quarter because I went through July 16th, which is today. So if I look at January through the end of March, we had an average sales price at $418,678, okay? Now if I take from the beginning of April through today, July 16th, that is now representing another 14% discount. So we've got it now an average price at $367,318. Okay, so again, Roswell Mountain Park Elementary, we're experiencing a 14% discount sale. Come on, guys, if you want to buy, it's a great time to do it. If you're going to sell, you need to go ahead and make arrangements to do that soon, because you know what? You're going to be competing with all these foreclosures that are yet to come on the market. Let's get that sold. Let me know how I can help.